Ladies and gentlemen, do not adjust your set. I am Hitman Cos. Welcome to the official predictions for SummerSlam. And of course, I'm not alone in this endeavor. Please welcome, as always, the home man Gary. Gary, welcome to the contracts.
Yo, what's good, my man, cosplaying.
You already know, man. You ready to get into this?
You already know it. Let's do this shit like Brutus.
Alright, now, actually, before we get into this, there's a couple things I want to get off my chest. First off, I'd like to give a big shout out to Big Mommy Cool Raquel Rodriguez for capturing the women's IC title. Much deserved, long time coming. Should have happened a long time ago, but I'm glad she won it. Shout out to her. She deserves it.
Yep.
Now, and then also, I'd like to address, and even though it was a long time ago, I want to address all the people that was bitching over WWE doing all the stuff with the Knicks over at Saturday Night's Main Event, saying that they were glazing us and shit. Hey, all you stupid fucking crayon eaters clearly have not watched WWE for the past few years. So let me bring you let me bring you dumbass niggas up to speed, because obviously you guys have forgotten that prior to the Knicks championship win, WWE has been trolling the Knicks every time they lost. Like back a few years ago when the Knicks got eliminated by the Hawks, Sami Zayn brought out Trae Young. And then 2 years ago when the Knicks got eliminated by the Pacers, Logan Paul brought out Tyrese Halliburton.
Right.
And not to mention, we, us Knicks fans have spent the past 50 years being tortured by everybody and their brother about us losing, about anytime we've choked or anytime we've come close and blew it. So, and having our first championship in so many years, I think you guys can deal with us running our mouth for a little bit. And if you can't, I suggest investing in some ear defenders or some earplugs, because we ain't never gonna stop. It's Knicks in 5, bitch.
Yeah, don't let them know.
Now that I got that out the way, on to the card. First off, we have Liv Morgan versus Io Sky for the Women's World Title. I'll be honest, even though, again, I don't like Liv Morgan, I just tolerate her because she's induction day, I still want her to retain. Just because I'm sorry, yo. Io Sky, she's a great wrestler, but her antics and shit are so fucking cringe. It's not even funny, dog. Like when Asuka did all the stuff that she did, all the dancing around and saying that people ain't ready for her, or her making random noises You know, it it worked for her, and it'll look normal and shit. Io, I'm sorry, like she honestly looks like a little fucking kid, man. Like she's honestly with the way she be carrying on and shit. Honestly, I compare her to fucking Riho from AEW, except she has meat on her bones.
Gotcha. Gotcha, bro.
And also a side note, especially since there's another championship that's been brought to the Judgment Day again. It's another reason why I want Liv Morgan to win. Keep Judgment Day golden.
Right, exactly.
Now this is just wishful thinking because I know it'll never happen. But yo, Triple H, if you listening, man, seeing as Dominic, makes appearances on AAA because he's the AAA Mega Champion, why don't we go ahead and have Roxanne Perez and JD McDonough win the mixed tag titles?
Exactly.
That way, and then by doing that, every member of Judgment Day will once again have championship gold. And then when that happens, I'll be able to be on here bragging that Judgment Day has once again risen from the ashes. But to be fair, one could argue right now that Judgment Day has risen from the ashes, considering a majority of the stable has a championship. Because 3 out of 5. But it's what it is.
Right.
Who you got for the match?
Between Liv and
Yeah.
Liv and Io, it's a tough one, honestly speaking. I wonder if maybe Liv gonna retain.
And a lot of people want Liv to lose just because she has this will be her first title defense since winning it.
Right.
Actually, I'm sorry to cut you off, but there's something else I gotta get off my chest real quick.
Gotcha.
And that's to all you fucking hypocritical crayon eaters, all you fucking jackasses in the fucking IWC that was fucking bitching and fucking moaning about Jade Cargill barely defending her title. Meanwhile, back when Rhea Ripley had the fucking title, I don't recall seeing her fucking defend it. Not to mention, she was still champ for for at least a month while she was on the fucking shelf. But I hear y'all bitching and complaining about that. Well, if y'all motherfuckers gonna be bitching about somebody making that about somebody not defending that title, at least don't come off looking like no fucking hypocrite. You want to be bitching about Jay not defending her title? Keep that same fucking energy for Rhea Ripley. Keep that same fucking energy for Liv Morgan.
Word.
God. Anyway, so sorry about that, man. So you were saying?
Yeah, so it's tough to predict who will win between if living Leo, I don't know.
All right.
Honestly.
All right. Moving on. We have Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar in a Hell in a Cell match.
Oh yes.
Now, I will admit, people might see everything Brock has been doing to Obafemi as him running from Obafemi, but considering that
Random.
what happened?
Who you said Brock with? I mean, who you said after that?
No, I'm saying, people, can say that everything that Brock has been doing to Obafemi was him running from him and avoiding him.
Right.
But me, considering that he graciously accepted, actually no, considering that he that he was the one that brought the stipulation of Hell in a Cell into the match, I really can't consider it running because the Hell in a Cell part was Brock's idea.
That part, yeah, I understand.
And then on top, and with that being said, I honestly feel that Brock was just trolling Obafemi. Just he knew how much Obafemi wanted to get his hands on him, and he just used Oba's anger against him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got what you mean. Hell yeah.
But
Well, I want to learn.
but honestly, considering that this is their third match, and it's this is more than likely going to be the rubber match, then I definitely got Obafemi winning this. Even though I will say I wouldn't mind Brock winning this, but Oba should win this just because he's the young up and coming monster that's gonna be taking over. That's gonna be taking over the company. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Plus, I really don't know how they'd be able to stretch this feud even further. Just it's because like most feuds period end in a Hell in a Cell match. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I'll be definitely.
yeah. So who you got? Man.
Crazy.
Yo, who you got? It's gonna be a hell of a match, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, I don't even think it needs to run like that long. I'd say a good 10, 15 minutes to do. And honestly, I don't think they need weapons, if I'm being honest. But, it is what it is. But in any case, no, I'm gonna go out on a limb. Nah, well, I don't know. Maybe they should do this spot. Maybe they shouldn't. But I say either one, they should try a ring implosion spot, even though I don't think they're heavy enough to do that. Or have a spot of them going through the cell, like going to the top and then going through it. Uh, uh, uh. Um, I'm not entirely sure, but you know it well, but honestly, it's wishful thinking on on my part. It's just this match is has been so heavily anticipated and shit that honestly either one of those spots would be great, but 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 the more I think about it, I think I might be wilding just because somebody going through the cell like that part is a might not go over well just because even though Brock is a freaking force of nature, uh even though Brock's a force of nature, I highly doubt that he'll be able to. I wouldn't say survive a spot like that. More like yeah, uh yeah, more like still be maybe in one piece, cause. Yeah. Because even though even though he's a force of nature, yeah, I don't know. But who you think?
Honestly speaking, outside the country.
Oh, who you think is going to win the Hell in a Cell match?
Oh, you already know who the hell I'm taking. Arula over Femi. And because this is supposed to be Brock's last match, he's retiring.
Yeah. Now moving on, we have CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE title.
Punk and Cody for the title.
Yes, sir.
I mean, honestly speaking, that's gonna be another good match. I want either one to win, but I want Punk more to win.
I agree.
Punk to win more.
But also personally, I want Cody Rhodes to turn heel.
A lot of people want that.
And look here, as far as Cody them trying to make Cody the new Golden Boy and shit, I got no problem with that. But like, in my opinion, I think they're trying too hard because people are getting tired of him being champion, being the main champion so much. Because there are other dudes on the roster that they feel should be champ and shit, but either don't get their shot, or when they do get the shot, they don't hold it as long.
Exactly.
And speaking of which, I can't lie, man. Sammy got hold. Sami Zayn got hold big time.
Yeah.
Cause
For real, man.
I think he held that title for only a couple of days before he lost it.
Exactly.
And I know there have been short world title reigns, but Sammy did not deserve to have a short title reign like that.
He
Well,
really didn't.
like honestly, I compare that shit to when Christian finally won the world title, and
He
then
did say that.
and then the and then the following SmackDown he lost to Randy Orton.
Oh, jeez.
And actually
Crazy.
funny thing about that was that when it came to that match, Randy Orton actually didn't wanna take the title from Christian.
Right.
But you know, it is what it is.
That's a fact. I feel you.
Moving on, we have LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Royce Keys versus the Bloodline in a six-man tag match. Now, first off, I hate to go on another tangent, but this one's a lot quicker. And
Right.
you know, I'm saying this for those of y'all, for people saying that this is Solo Sikoa's first face run. You either one didn't watch NXT or two you're a fucking crown eater.
Exactly.
This is his second face run. Because when he was in NXT, he was a face. It's just
Right. Crazy.
it's just when he got called up is when he turned heel. Now, so now that we got that out the way, I gotta say, yo, Solo, in my opinion, his mic skills are way better than the Usos, are way better than his brothers. Cause when it comes to like charisma and talent on the mic, it's obvious that he got his chops from his father and other people in his family because you know we've seen it just by just by the company letting Solo be himself, and then also from the stuff he's done on house shows that Solo, he just has that natural charisma and natural ability to talk on the mic, you know. And Solo is extremely entertaining on the mic. And straight up, if they keep this up, like Solo can be a real man. What's that? So Solo. What happened? All right, but yeah,
Right.
yeah, but you know,
Right.
oh my God, yo. God, man.
Right.
Well, yeah, I could see him being a major player in the main event scene as a face. Now,
Definitely.
and honestly, in my opinion, I think they did this on purpose, but I think now that he's a face, he's not going to be wearing his red suit anymore. Just because, you know, on Raw he was wearing a white suit, and you know, red is mainly seen as evil and demonic, and white is seen as angelic and shit. Or I might be looking too far into it. I don't know. What? But in any case, I got LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Royce Keys taking this. Personally, honestly, nah. It really doesn't matter for me who gets the winning fall. But I think out of all three of them, I think Royce Keys needs it the most. Just because, well, in this order, LA Knight needs it the least, just because he's already established and shit. And then Solo would need it more than LA just to further solidify his face run. And Royce Keys needs it period just to avenge that Ellie took from Jimmy Uso on Raw.
Who I think is gonna win that? It's gonna be tough. Who I want to win? Kind of tough. Got on both, but I think that Solo's gonna turn on LA and Royce.
I really hope that doesn't happen because Solo has, like I said, Solo has proven that he can be very, very entertaining, especially as a face.
Right.
So I really hope that doesn't happen.
Got you. Really?
Anyways, moving on.
Possibly.
We have Gunther versus Nick Aldis. Nah.
Honestly, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Should be a good match. We've seen us how that's his first time in years wrestling, but I think Gunther's gonna win.
Now, I wanted to lay the foundation where people gotta understand for one thing that Nick Aldis never retired. Sure, he was the SmackDown general manager, but he never retired as a professional wrestler. It's just he wasn't it's just
right.
He just took an on-screen role to be on-air personality rather than a wrestler. That doesn't mean he isn't one or has chosen not to be one. And as much as shit that Gunther has been talking, I'll be honest, Gunther's blowing smoke just because anybody who knows Nick Aldis knows that he's a legend, especially in NWA.
Exactly. Definitely.
So with that being said, sure, 3 years is a long time to be out of a ring, but I think with enough training, Nick Aldis should be in good in-ring shape. Yeah,
Definitely.
it's no, it's not it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be pretty hard depending on who you are as far as getting into in-ring shape. So I don't know if he'll be able to do his thing, but
Right.
he more than likely should, given his track record. And as far as who's gonna win, honestly, I gotta. Even though signs would point for Gunther to win, who knows?
Right.
Who knows? Maybe they might give it to
Aldis.
yeah, to Nick Aldis. Who knows?
See. Yeah, who knows?
Moving on, we have the final match of night one: the Bella Twins and Paige versus Fatal Influence. Now, let me say this.
Right.
Even though I'm happy that Fatal Influence won the tag titles, and yes, I understand their heels, but I still feel that they should have won the titles clean off of Brie Bella and Paige. But that's just me.
Yeah.
And again, I understand they did that because she's because they're heel, but I still feel this way.
I understand.
And honestly, I feel the same way when it came to Raquel Rodriguez with her winning the IC title. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy she won it, but I felt she should have won that clean as well. But it is what it is.
Right.
Now that's it for night one. On to night two, to start things off, we have Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for the world title. I mean, honestly, this is a toss-up because with as much as Seth has been bragging, and as much as I'd love for him to retain, usually the wrestler who does all the bragging about a wrestler never beating them usually goes on to lose the match. But again, I said usually. So there's a small margin that'll see the opposite happen.
Right. Love them both, but me, I want my boy Wayne Reigns to win more. Tribal chief.
And they had Roman still, and Roman feels he has to win this match. Just because because of their track record, and of course because of Rollins' constant bragging, majority of the time, Seth has beaten him.
Right. Exactly.
But we'll see what happens.
Well.
Moving on, we have Penta versus Chad Gable for the IC title.
That should be a good match, but I think that
with me, honestly.
Sorry, Coach. I think Penta retain it.
Yeah, honestly, I feel that they're finally gonna pull the trigger on Chad Gable. Personally, they should have pulled the trigger a long time ago. But it is. But it is what it is. But the biggest reason why I feel that they're gonna pull the trigger on him this time is because the last time they always had him scratch and claw and come close to winning the IC title, it led to his heel turn. And because of that is why I feel that this time around they're going to have him come close and it's gonna lead. And this time, instead of him coming close, he's finally gonna do it. And I'm not even gonna contribute to being in his hometown as to why he's gonna win. Just because, the whole hometown curse, you feel me? And I don't want to jinx it.
Then
Moving on, we have Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill versus Chelsea Green versus Charlotte Flair versus because this match actually isn't finished. It isn't complete. The final competitor will be either Julia or Lash Legend in a five-way ladder match for the women's championship. Now, I already went on my rant about Rhea, and I don't think y'all want to hear me go on another. But so I'm gonna leave that where it is. But I will say, in my opinion, Jade Cargill needs to win that title again. For two reasons. One, for one, she shouldn't have lost the title at she shouldn't have lost the title at WrestleMania. That's number one. Even though I like Rhea Ripley, Jade shouldn't have lost at WrestleMania. But at the same time, freaking, like I said, Jade shouldn't have lost. And then I'm gonna just leave it at that because again, it's gonna lead to me going on to a rant. So yeah, so I got Jade winning. How about you?
I mean, I got.
And sorry to cut you off. Also, Tiffany Stratton should not win this match just because she already has the women's U.S. title.
Oh, I was gonna say, I understand. I think Jade's gonna win, but rumor has it AJ's supposed to come and win, and then when Rhea comes, they're gonna reunify. It's gonna be her and Rhea.
AJ,
yep.
You gotta be fucking joking.
It's going to the rumors, yep.
She better fucking not.
She better not.
She the last person that should be winning that fucking title. Freaking instead of fuck off WWE TV, you already had the women's IC title even though you didn't deserve it. Freaking stay retired instead of fuck off my TV screen.
Right, it's crazy. What matches?
But anyways, who you got winning this match?
Women's title?
Yeah.
I mean, oh, my girl Jade wins. My girl AJ wins with mine.
Alright.
We want to win.
I already said Jade, man.
Yeah, you did say that. Sorry about that. Yeah. Jade should have. And honestly speaking, when she was the title, I did not like how they treated her title run. They only made her defend like about once or twice on SmackDown, and that was it. But she should have held the belt longer, deserved a better title run.
Yeah, I agree completely.
Come on, brother.
Now then, moving on. Oh boy, we have Danhausen versus Dominic Mysterio in a Human Monies on a pole match. Now, for those of y'all that haven't been keeping up with this cringe ass storyline,
right?
What's his face? Dominic and the Judgment Day, mainly Dominic, paid Danhausen $100,000 to curse their opponents. But instead, Danhausen scammed them and kept the money. And then meanwhile, he cursed the Judgment Day. And did you see Raw?
I missed it. If you want to say whatever you want to say on it.
All right. The concert with Danhausen and Joe Hendry, that shit was cringe. Oh my god, that shit was so cringe. I'm sorry, and don't get me wrong, I like Danhausen and Joe Hendry, but when it comes to concerts, Joe Hendry should remain a solo act or do it with somebody that has enough singing credentials that he has, if not more. Because that was crap. Good God. And to think that they even had the Los Angeles Clippers freaking cheerleaders in on it too, made that shit even worse. Good God.
Right.
I'm just glad that boxer Ryan Garcia pulled up on behalf of Dominic Mysterio and did his best Jeff Jarrett impression and popped Joe Hendry in the back with the guitar, and then beat the brakes off Danhausen along with Dominic and JD. But unfortunately, as good as that happened, I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. Because unfortunately, I think that here's the thing. I want Dominic to win, but they're more than likely gonna have Danhausen win. You know?
Yeah, it's crazy. Honestly speaking, like for real, that match.
Well, and who you got winning?
The match between
Dominic and Danhausen.
Dominic and Danhausen. Honestly speaking, and the stipulation did get added. I'm trying to remember, what was it?
Human money's on a pole match.
Yeah. Honestly, wonder who the hell they're gonna let. I think they're gonna let Danhausen win.
And again, I'm saying this, and I mean this with every fiber of my being. Like I really want Dominic to win this match, because first off, he shouldn't even be doing this shit. Period. Like as great as he is in the ring, I understand he's a cowardly heel, but he should not be doing this comedy crap with like this comedy crap with Danhausen. You know, it was cool for like for like a couple of segments and like one or two matches, but the fact that they dragged this shit out to be a whole storyline with him and the Judgment Day is ridiculous. Because Dominic and JD, they shouldn't even be doing this fucking comedy shit. They should be doing some serious shit.
A lot good. This should be.
And again, I'm not holding this against Danhausen. It's just the bullshit they're doing to Dominic and JD, so especially Dominic, considering that he's a AAA AAA Mega Champion. You know.
Right. Exactly.
Moving on.
Let's see what we
We have Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor in a number one contenders match the for the determine the number one contender for for the WWE title. Now, first off, in my opinion, no offense to Finn Balor, but Sami Zayn shouldn't have to compete for a number one contenders match that should already be his.
I agree.
Because first off, the crash out that Sami Zayn had, as far as him yelling at Adam Pearce about him losing the title and not getting an immediate rematch, that was 100% a justified crash out. But for fucking but for this fool Adam Pearce to have the nerve, to have the gall to say that Sami Zayn needs to earn his number one contendership is absolute bullshit. He is the former champion. He was the one that Punk beat to get the title. Therefore, he should be first in line for a title shot. He should be getting his rematch, his immediate rematch, no matter what. So for him to compete in this number one contenders match is garbage.
Agreed.
So with that being said, no offense to Finn Balor, as much as he deserves it, Sami Zayn deserves it more, because this is some bullshit. Straight up.
I freaking agree.
Like,
Agree. So who I think? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'll say so. Who I think's gonna win? It's hard to predict, but Sammy does deserve it 90%. Sammy's great talent. He's been deserving of this time of the fucking belt.
Yeah. Now moving on, you didn't know this probably because I don't think you saw SmackDown or even heard any reports of what happened.
I saw SmackDown.
Oh well, I don't think you.
Last Friday.
Yeah, I don't think you heard about what happened when it went off the air. But what happened off the air is why this last match is on the card, and that is Trick Williams versus Baron Corbin for the U.S. title. Now, if you're like the humble man here and you did not hear about what happened after SmackDown went off the air, after SmackDown went off the air, Trick Williams was, chilling with the crowd, signing autographs, taking pictures, until Baron Corbin hopped the barricade and beat the crap out of him. To which then, after he recovered, Trick took to the mic and then challenged Corbin to a match at SummerSlam, to which Corbin immediately accepted.
That should be a good match. One thing's gonna win. Tough.
I mean, as much as I love Trick Williams, for everybody that's been following the channel if you've been following the channel long enough, y'all know damn well who I'm going for. That's that man Baron Corbin. Now,
where you going, man?
What happened?
I know you say I definitely know you said I definitely already know you going for him.
Yeah. And honestly, considering what happened when he returned, he's more than likely gonna have a new theme.
Definitely.
Even though a majority of people want him to use his theme, I Bring the Darkness. And don't get me wrong, that's a great theme, but considering his new character being a nomad, at least according to his shirt, he's gonna get a new theme. He's more than like gonna come out. He's more likely gonna come out to the music that played when he came back. You know.
Definitely.
But who you got?
Honestly, it's tough. I love them both. My boy Trick and my boy Corbin. So damn, I don't know if they're gonna take the belt off of Trick that quick. I don't know. So probably gonna let Corbin win.
And as much as Trick doesn't deserve to lose it this quickly, again, I want Corbin to win.
Word. I got you, man. Both tough.
But I will say this, because and this is just for both nights. I honestly think both nights are going to be crazy. At least I hope it is. But, yeah.
Right. See, both nights should be crazy. I hope SummerSlam's gonna be good.
Yeah. And yeah.
Really hope so.
Now, before we sign off, there's one thing I wanted to bring up, and that's I texted the Humble Man about this, and I wanted to bring it to the people's attention. For anybody wondering why Ilya Dragunov has been off TV, it wasn't because they didn't want him to be on the cards or doing any matches, or they didn't have anything for him.
Right.
The thing is, he's been having visa issues.
Right.
Like, I don't know if you knew about it, Humble Man, but yeah, Ilya's been having visa issues.
Oh, I know.
And for those of y'all that don't know, that like when it comes to people who aren't naturally from the U.S., you either you gotta have a visa in order to remain in the country until you, or if you plan on becoming an official U.S. citizen.
Right.
And when your visa expires, you have to go back to your home country. So yeah.
Right.
So yeah, he's been going through visa issues, and straight up, if he has issues with his visa, he can't be in the country, and if he can't be in the country, he can't be on TV.
Right.
So WWE's hands are tied with that one.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
And it's a shame because Ilya's a great talent. But now the problem arises that if he, when he gets his visa issues in order, the problem is that too much time has gone by.
Right now.
As far as him being off of TV.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm not saying they ain't gonna put him back on TV, but
right.
But they're more than likely gonna, do some shit to reestablish him and shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I don't think they're immediately gonna be able to just put him on the card.
Exactly.
without some people questioning it. I mean, I doubt people would, but I'm just saying.
Right.
But with that being said, you know, this pay-per-view is going to be great. I honestly expect nothing but great things from this card, because honestly, this is a very strong card, you know? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. It really is.
So, with that,
It
being said, that's going to do it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. I definitely want to thank each and every one of y'all for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come and chill with your boys. I definitely want to thank the humble man, as per usual, coming through, kicking his wrestling knowledge.
Yes. You already know my man Cos Payton. Yes, it will be coming right back here. Coming at y'all the results of SummerSlam.
Yep. So, if y'all enjoyed this, go hit the like button. Comment if you feel like it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. And as always, away at Struggle Vision Productions, I am the Hitman Cos. It's the humble man. And if you see us coming, run.